This is again via THR. This is about Superman.
Oh.
So, cameos in forthcoming DC movies would have breadcrumbed into a giant tentpole movie inspired by the now classic Crisis on Infinite Earth comics from the 1980s. So that's what they were apparently thinking of building towards, right?
Yeah.
Walter Hamada wanted the Crisis film to mark the long-awaited return of Henry Cavill as Superman, obviously.
Yeah.
But Black Adam star Dwayne Johnson had his own plans and muscled his own Cavill return.
Oh my! So they were the initial the
plan.
The suits and the bean counters were thinking about. Okay, we'll wait a bunch more movies.
Yeah, and we'll build to like a big.
Okay, we'll do Flashpoint.
Crossover.
We'll build a multiverse. We'll do all this sort of stuff, and at the end, Superman shows up, and people go, "Hooray!
We love him."
I think that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you'd have to make a bunch of good movies. In a row. I think there would be interest in it, but if they went whatever they've been doing, Black Adam. Flash with a terrible person in it.
Exactly. Superman showing up at the end of Black Adam, that builds hype. You're not going to get that annoying guy on the internet who's in a movie theater and plans his opportunity to scream and ruin people's experience. If you're doing it, if you're doing it, years down the track, he's not going to be doing annoying screams about the Crisis on Infinite Earths or whatever.
No.
There's no time.
There's no time. Everyone's busy. Also, Warner Brothers apparently shutting down Man of Steel 2 with the returning Henry Cavill. These characters were apparently going to cameo in The Flash, a highly anticipated time travel adventure movie released on June 16th, which, by the way, moved forward a week, I think. Cavill shot his part of the cameo in September, which I guess is when he did the Black Adam one as well. But sources say there is debate inside the studio as to whether or not to keep the cameo and its inclusion because it promises something that the studio would have no plans on delivering. So Warner Brothers also cautions that no plans have been finalized and The Flash remains an unlocked picture. So I think The Flash, depending on who cameos or doesn't, is really got to determine what's coming next.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, definitely.
Because they can't put in Henry Cavill if they're not making a Henry Cavill Superman movie. It's just...
I wonder if James Gunn's love of kind of D-list characters is going to push the emphasis away from characters like Batman and Superman.
No.
And he's going to move more towards like, your rat catchers and so on and so forth.
No, well, it's funny you should say that because somebody asked him about Superman on Twitter and he wrote, Superman is a huge priority, if not the biggest priority. I just don't think you can build... You have to put him in.
Yeah,
you just have... it's just... You need those core, the Trinity and whatever, and then...
Yeah.
People outside of that.
But I mean, maybe it's the case of... Maybe it's going to be Superman and the rest of second stringers kind of thing.
Superman and the Duds.
Superman and the Duds, exactly. The Dudsters League. I mean, because that's how the Marvel MCU started.
I agree.
Is B-listers.
Yeah.
And maybe he's like, well, I love all these weird characters. So yeah, we'll have Superman do a big adventure, but we'll also build some, good movies with little characters that nobody cares about.
I would love good movies
because
with
there's no narrative barriers with the terrible characters that nobody remembers.
And he knows that from doing a good Suicide Squad movie and the Guardians movies.
Yeah.
Like he knows that you could just pretty much do anything in those movies and people are like, yeah, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care if this costume's different.
Exactly.
Because
if you do Superman, they're like, when are you going to do Doomsday?
Yeah.
When are you going to do Doomsday
We did it. When
are you going to do it again,
Wasn't that a different universe? I don't know, man. Fuck. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But again, we're in flux once again.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Andy Muschietti, who directed The Flash, wanted to make a hopeful and heroic Richard Donner-style movie, Superman movie. And there was even desire for another Superman Justice League movie with the Snyderverse heroes from higher up. So that was also apparently in the works.
Okay.
Along with Happy Superman.
Sure.
Yeah. Again, maybe in flux
Maybe.
an idea.
Yeah.
If this is even true. Now, Deadline also said that Cavill, took it upon himself to announce the return as the Man of Steel on Instagram in October, the day before Safran and Gunn were named the heads of DC. Man of Steel 2 remains an open slot until the studio hears a better pitch.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think you should replace him.
No.
I think you should keep him and do something good. But I think also it looks like they just could.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a good chance here that they want to just clean slate most of this.
Mm-hmm.
Keep Peacemaker and not much else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, James Gunn said, Peter and I will help guide the already filmed projects for the next year, and the new slate won't start until after Aquaman 2, which I believe is the end of next year.
Right.
So that's when things are really and truly going to kick off, Mason.
Okay.
So that's everything.
Yeah.
Not everything.
Well, I mean, here's one more thing.
Okay.
Somebody-
One more bit of news?
Someone at the Den of Nerds on Twitter said, James Gunn does not like Henry Cavill. And somebody's
I saw
tagged
this,
James
yeah.
Gunn and said, care to debunk this one? And James Gunn has said, sure, false. And then the Den of Nerds has said, even more people have reached out to me since you said this to tell me you really don't like him. Crossed arms emoji. Just saying what I heard, prayer hands emoji. And James Gunn says, so weird. You seemed so plugged in. Anyway, I just had 40 people reach out to me to say you just got kicked out of your mom's basement. So sorry, man.
Ooh, sick burns on the internet.
This guy, right?
Also, if I was James Gunn, don't engage with any of that.
No, not worth it. Never
Not
worth it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We can do it because we're petty.
That's
But,
absolutely
yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah,
different.
we'll pursue any petty grievance to the bitter end. But James Gunn, he's got stuff going on. We don't have
Don't
any
worry
stuff
about it,
going
man.
on.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I like that he's getting ahead of a bunch of this stuff, though. He's being like, that's not true. Some of this is true. And yeah, I think it is. Like he said, I just think it is in flux.
And also, let him have some surprises.
I love
If he was
surprises.
like, yes, to be clear, we're cancelling this and this, and we're going to have a surprise Ratcatcher movie.
Yeah.
There it is.
She's going to kill Superman.
Yeah, she's going to kill Superman
rats are gonna
with a
eat him.
kryptonite rat. Kryptonite teethed rat.
Great stuff. Anything else, Mason, or should we move it along?
And you might be like, well, how could she sneak up on him with a kryptonite rat? And like the time that Bloodsport shot him with a kryptonite bullet.
Yeah.
To which I say, it happens off camera.
Yeah.
And you don't. It's just real quick.
How can you just give him a lead box with a rat in it?
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
this is for
You're like,
you.
what's in this lead box?
I'd say it's not a rat. And if it was a rat, it definitely wouldn't be a kryptonite-toothed rat.
That's true.
And he's so kind and forgiving, he would
That's true.
open that box.
Yeah.
And the rat would get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To death.
Yes.
Get him to death.
We also got, I don't know if you saw this, Mason, the very first image of Joker 2 Double Trouble.
I didn't see that, no.
Have a look at
Okay.
comicbookmovie.com has it.
Whoa.
It's a good website. You could go to Todd Phillips's Instagram where he posted it.
Oh, my God.
Mason.
Oh, my God.
There's so many places you could visit it at.
I'm going to look at Todd Phillips's Instagram. 1L, 2Ls.
I don't know. Ask him.
2Ls.
You don't follow Todd Phillips?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a Hangover fan?
It's a great point. I should. Okay, he's having a bit of a shave. It's Joaquin Phoenix. He's looking skinny as all heck.
Yeah, you're looking skinny.
He's having
got
a big.
skinny, yeah.
He's having a big shave.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Who do you think's giving him a big shave?
Well, I think he's probably in the asylum and whatever, and they have to, because they can't give him a razor,
That's true.
because he'll go Joker on them,
That's true.
go old Goblin mode on them.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Yes, James. Just because it's been put in the Oxford English Dictionary or whatever doesn't mean you can adopt the slang of the youth. Okay.
I can do it.
No.
If Elon Musk can say it, I could say it, Mason. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. I just can't picture you going goblin mode.
I'm not going Goblin mode.
I know.
I'm acknowledging when something is going to go Goblin mode, or has, or is in the process of going Goblin mode.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Vaguely.
You wouldn't get it. It's because I'm younger than you
It's true.
by mere months.